So, hey guys, it's General Tabby, and today we're going to be going through the Blackstar questline. So this is going to be a guide on how you get your Blackstar weapons or armor, and we're going to try and do it as quick as we can, because it's not actually as long as you think. So, everyone in stream as well, feel free to ask questions if you have any, and we're going to begin. So, first of all, the things you will need for this questline is you will need to have completed the legendary Blacksmith questline. So if you've done any of your seasons before, you'll have already done this. Once you complete once, it's done for your account. You don't have to do it per character. Once you have done that questline, which I believe is in Medea, so you'll have done that questline to unlock that. After you have done that quest, then we can start to move on with the rest of the questline. Now, you can only do this once per character, but you can do it as many times as you want per account. So your family can do this questline as many times as you have characters to do it, but you can only do it once per character. So this is a character that's never done it before, and I've got them to a point where they can do it. There are two versions of this questline. There is an easier mode and a more difficult one. If you pick the wrong one and you want to change, you can forfeit and repick, so don't worry. Now, the items you need for this quest are, you will need 3 concentrated boss aura. You get these from melting down boss gear. The higher the enhancement on the boss gear, the more you get. So I got 3 for an event, but you can actually melt down a tri-boss gear and you'll get 30 of these, so it's a lot. You will need 1 Spectre's Energy. Now, Spectre's Energy, you get these from grinding. So you can't buy these from the marketplace, you have to grind for these. It's a bit frustrating, but I have like 12 of these, so they do just drop randomly in pretty much most grind zones. So you'll come across one of these at some point. They sell for 30 million, but don't, because they're worth so much more than that. Remnants of the Rift of shopping price from when I started doing Blackstar questlines, and they are now 242 million at this point, but you can obtain these by doing your Dark Rift bosses. So you'll notice there is a chance for these to drop at any of the Dark Rift bosses. So every week you've got a chance to get one. They do sell for quite a lot now though. But you can buy these from the marketplace if you don't have one. So now that we have the materials we need for the quest line, we're going to head over to the NPC. So, which is kind of what I should have been doing as we was talking or explaining. I should have headed over. So, the quest line actually, if you right click here and click NPC location, it will show you how to start the quest line. We're gonna have to travel all the way up to Calphion, and this is where the NPC is. Now, just whilst we're on our way there, I'll talk a bit about the differences in the quest lines. So, the easier option will take longer because you have to defeat 1,000 mobs, I believe it is. And it's not really in Helms, so it's not like a high AP zone or anything like that. But you still will need to fight 1,000 of them. So you'd have to travel all the way over here. And I believe, it's been a while since I did it, I believe it's here it sends you. I could be wrong, but it is definitely a similar AP to here. But I think it is the mine it sends you to, and you have to defeat 1,000. It may have changed, but I highly doubt it. So anyway, if you want the easier option, as in the boss at the end you fight, that's what it will be determined by. If you want an easier experience, so you're like guaranteeing getting your Blackstar, pick the easier option. It will take a bit longer, but it's not very difficult. The boss is way easier. But if you fancy the chance to get some better loot as well, and you want it done quicker, you'd pick the higher AP option, and I will be checking when it pops up on screen what the AP differences are, because again, I haven't done this for a while, it may have changed, I highly doubt it. But I know with this character we are at a we're definitely high enough to do it. So let's go. So with the Blackstar questline, like I said, you can do it only once per character. So every alt can do the questline once. I don't know why that's a limit. I don't know if they ever will change it. I guess it's just to stop one character who's really overpowered spamming that quest line and getting like Blackstar out of it. So it means there's, well, I say finite amount. People obviously can delete characters and remake them, get them back to the zone, throw some gear on them. Like, it don't really matter. Like with seasons, you're constantly generating new level 61 characters. The season was when we could have 3 level 61 characters. So there's definitely enough Blackstar going around. Now in terms of selling, if you're only doing it for profit, which is completely fine because it's definitely a good way of making some money, then you want to at least aim to get it to try. If you have none of the starting gear that you need for this quest and you're purchasing everything except your Spectre's energy, you want to get it at least a try, otherwise your profit is just not really going to be worth the time doing. But if you're wanting at least a build profit for a quest that doesn't actually take too long, it's more just a bit of travelling around, then you want to be getting at least the build profit out of it. Don't sell it at base if you have had to buy all of your ingredients and items, because at the current state you'll actually be at a loss. It may change, but currently you're pretty much going to be at a loss, so don't do it. If, like me, you have managed to get your materials yourself and you're in a hurry, you just want a quick, 500 mil, then fair enough, sell it. But I highly advise, do not do that. If you're struggling with enhancing and you've not got a lot of memes and it's going to start costing you a lot, then yeah, get it as high as you can, and then repair it, because obviously to sell it you need to have it at, and Blackstar is more than 100 in terms of its durability, so you're going to need more memes to do it. But it's not a very complicated quest line. There's a bit of travelling around here and there, but it's more just you kind of running back and forth errands. There's a few things to fight, but it's not a very intimidating questline, especially once you've done it once and you know what you're doing. We're particularly this time going for main act, so we would say, out of these options, which one we want to go for. Now, we're going to go for Blackstar weapon. There you go. So you've started this quest line now, and you can start, and that's it. So once you select, I believe if you forfeit you can re-pick if you kind of want to change your mind, but then you're having to start the quest line again, so make sure you pick at this point exactly which one you want. So once you select the one you want, it will start you on the quest line, and there isn't any fighting or anything at this point. It is just travelling around. Now you do have to travel quite far per time you do it, which can be a little annoying, but it's not stressful. It's a little tedious, and that's it. Now the perks of having Blackstar gear at this point in the game is different from when I first made mine, because now you can convert your Tet Blackstar gear into the Godride gear instead. This allows you to slowly upgrade it towards pen rather than needing to jump straight to pen. You can still get some upgrades out of your gear. It also means it's more in demand, and it is there's a second way of being able to get it to pen Blackstar. See, on my main, I have pen Godra Eyed, which I can then freely convert back to pen Blackstar if I want.
Showing up on the first page of Google
Wait.
might not be the best for everyone.
Go away. There we go. So, we're having to travel quite far. Once you're on the end of BDO, or once you're over there, you will be given your choice of which crossword you want to go for the most high difficulty. I'm going to be showing you it on the higher the difficulty, so I'm not going to be demonstrating the easier one. Now, don't worry, because it is so straightforward, the easier version. You are just sent to a grind spot to grind a certain amount of enemies, so there's no need to panic about it. I'm showing you it on the harder difficulty, so you know how easy or hard it is to do at my current AP. And this is without an awakening weapon as well. This is just on Megu with main hand. So, you come here, you talk to this person, and again you talk to this person. Now it will just pop up with where it wants you to examine, so we're just going to hop down here. And it'll give you a few of these spots to investigate. You have to talk to a few NPCs here and there, and that's it. Like, there's at this point, there's really nothing much else to it. Now you will have to come back here later, because this is where the boss fight is going to be. And then we just come back up to here, and this is where we hand in the quest line. That's it. And then the next step is revealed. I'm not going to read anything out or anything like that, because you can go through this quite quick. And then all we do is we have to cross this bridge. So, yeah, as you can see, a lot of this is running back and forth. You're not really doing anything strenuous. And then we've got to come back over. That's it. It now tells us to go take back to someone else, and this is going to be near Calphion. So we've got to go back to Calphion. But the reason I'm running through the whole of this is to show you exactly how long it really takes to do this. Now, if you want to keep Blackstar gear, you're not doing it to sell. A lot of people will tell you to get boss gear for armor instead. And if you're a PvP player, then, you know, if you're going to be using it mainly for PvP, Blackstar's not really what you would use. But if you're mainly wanting this for your PvE, then Blackstar weapons are the way to go, because you get the extra AP damage against monsters. So, Blackstar gear, the reason why it's gone up in price at the moment is because the new Fallen God set is going to be coming out. So one of the ways to obtain this is by using Pen Blackstar. So it's another way of obtaining that gear. So that's why certain pieces of gear have gone up in price at the moment, which are Blackstar. But normally people don't use Blackstar gear. Fallen God, yes. Blackstar, no. I like it. I used it for a while, but I am now using boss gear myself. But weapons, all of my weapons and sub-weapons are indeed Blackstar. Yo! How are you doing, Blaze? How are you doing, my dude? Glad you could join us. I am just making a guide on how to get Blackstar gear in the game. So this'll probably end up on YouTube later. So I'm streaming the guide. Hope you're doing well, man. Blaze is someone who I've been trying to rope into playing Black Desert for a long time now. He's resisting very well. But nah, I've still been doing a little bit on Lost Ark when I can. Okay, so once you arrive at this guy, again, you're just doing the same, handing and talking about a few things, examine the blood together, doing a few more talks, and I think we have to fight something now, and like, yeah, it's extremely easy as this. There you go. Right, so that's there to talk to him again. And I think we have to go travel to a different point of the map now to go find some book, if I remember correctly. And here we go, off on our travels again. Now, like I said earlier, you will need to have done the legendary Blackstar quest line, because this is where we make our Blackstar gear at the end of this quest line. So you have to have done that. You have to have completed it to have access. But like I said, if you're someone who's played through the story anyway, and if you've done your seasons and stuff before, you'll have done this. Now, in terms of enhancing Blackstar gear, you don't have the stones that can help you pass certain points. So in terms of getting it to, like, you know, plus 13, 14, 15, you don't have the stones. I don't believe they work. I think they're only for boss gear. But yeah, Blaze, if you ever do decide to come to the dark side and try some BDO, more and more players are coming over now to it. Even the Lost Ark bunch have started to come over, so if you do want to join, I will be more than happy to show you stuff. But saying that, I still make time for Lost Ark. I've still been hopping on when I can just to do some like weekly activities for gold. So once we're here, oh no, that's a different quest line. Once we're here, I think we just have to find I think there's a certain book we find. Is it the one up here? So that's Caphra's. I think it's up here somewhere. There we go. So if you come up to this bookshelf hidden away in the library, then we must listen to the story of Blackstar, which means leaving again. But that's it, that's where the bookshelf is. Now, with Blackstar, central market wise, you'll notice certain pieces are currently more popular. This is what I referred to earlier with the Fallen God. So, armor is currently selling less than 3 billion. So there's no point creating that if you're looking to sell. If you're wanting it as armor, then yeah, by all means you're going to be using it. If you're wanting it to sell though, do not get armor. The ones you're best looking at the moment is helmet, boots, possibly gauntlets. I'll actually have to check the price, so as we're on his way back we'll have a quick check. So as you can see, I'm able to try and sell these at 4 billion currently. Boots are going a bit higher. I've already sold my helmet, and I already have some armor on one of my alts. So these are currently at this stage because of the upcoming gear. But this is the kind of price you should be expecting to sell currently at these, and it's reduced a little bit now again, but I'm keeping mine up. But either way, if you get to try, you're looking at about 3 billion, and that's before tax, so it depends on if you've got value pack and all that good stuff. And here we go. So this is what we need to create. Now this is where the quest starts to give us a choice in terms of what we do. Now this one is the one that takes us straight to doing the boss for this quest line, and it will be more difficult. I don't want to do this. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it tells you on the... There we go. So, 150 AP is all you will need if you want to do this on normal. Now, I've done this before when I first did a guide on this, and I used season-only gear, and I was able to do this quest line. So if you do a season, you will be more than capable with the gear you get from season of doing this. And especially now that they're giving Arshalin gear away, you don't even have to get all your gear to pen. They'll give you Arshalin gear, which is dual Blackstar plus 1 AP. So 150 AP is all you'll need, but you do have to go to Helms, like I said, and you will have to defeat a bunch of them. But if you want to do it straight off the bat, you'll need 260 AP. Now, on this character, I don't have 260 AP because I don't have my Awakening, I only have my Blackstar. But I do have all my accessories and I do have a good amount of DP, so we are still going to do it on this character and we'll see how it goes. So now we've selected the quest. That's it. We now go over and start to prepare for the boss and to summon it and stuff like that, and use all his items. So, I mean, obviously you can throw buffs on as well for this. If you are a little under the AP bracket needed, or even DP, I advise going to the Priest NPC and getting all the buffs from the Priest NPC. Then obviously use a simple cron meal, and if you can, use a Villa buff as well. If you use these, you should be fine. I've done this before without the use of the priest buffs. I've only used the other buffs, or like a perfume. So what are you doing today, Blaze? How are you doing? And what are you doing? I assume you're on Lost Ark, but what are your tasks today? I think because we're using Megu more as well, I think today we'll get an outfit for Megu. Especially, I know we've got an outfit on, like a classic one, but so because we've chose the more difficult questline, we go straight to Star's End, and this is where the boss is going to be. And we're not too far now. You know, lately I've really been wanting a Pegasus. So I'm really torn between upgrading gear or getting a Pegasus. So that's another thing I want. And it's so hard to get a tier 8 like ready. people just snipe them straight away. Alright, I don't want my horse to get damaged, so we'll get off us horse when it's safe, and we'll head down. So we head down here, and obviously it'll be marked anyway. Oh, hello. And now we need to craft the item needed for this. Seems we're not alone here, so we come here. Okay, so use manufacture in the processing window to combine Eye of Anguish, and then this is where you use the free, and this will make it into what we need. So we go to manufacture, we put these two in, so you need your free boss aura and your Eye of Anguish. This will then turn it into the item we need to summon the boss. And I know you're thinking, what about the Spectre's Energy, the other item we need? Now that is for the blacksmith later to actually craft the Blackstar gear once we've done this. Looks like someone else is here too, to do their Blackstar questline. Look at our good boy. Such a good boy. I'm indeed going to make gold. For the Golden Toad event, you can purchase. Wait, what's Golden Toad event? Like I've been on, but every time I log in, the spring event thing's not there, and I don't know what the Golden Toad event is. So this is interesting, unless that's just been dropped today. So I might have to hop on at some point. Okay, so we have now made the Eye of Desolation. And this should this is strange. You cannot use this item if you already have more than, but I don't have more than 30s. Do I have too many quests going? Let's just see if that was the issue. Ah, it was. It was. Here we go. So the boss is gonna spawn out. Now, you are timed in a sense with this. I don't know exactly how long the timer is, but don't panic. We're just gonna collect now. So we do want. We do indeed want this. Now a cutscene will kind of play when we get down there anyway, so there's no need to worry. I've only got on my 2 buffs. I am also going to use... I've got Vel's Heart as well, so I'll use that. And I think we'll just throw on a... I think we'll throw on a Giant's... I don't know, we'll throw on Perfume of Courage. And that's it, they're pretty much the only buffs I'm going to use. Probably. Yeah, it's me, my quests are always full. Okay, so you come down here, and you'll notice like a little portal will start to appear here, and a little cutscene will play in front of you. So it's a pretty cool boss, to be fair with you. I kind of wish we could fight this more often. And here we go, we just watch this boss summon the big boss. We're gonna sit here with our good boy and watch. So this is the boss we'll be fighting, and there are some like mechanics to it, but again, we should be fine. But yeah, you'll kind of see the mechanics as we go. And there we go. This thing turns around. Is like, you what? What you doing summoning me? I was sleepy. And then with one hit, bush. There we go. Dead. So now he's done flexing. He's going to come fight us, and we should be completely fine. So he's got these tentacles that spawn. And we're just going to run in, and then there's these other things that spawn. But yeah, once you do a certain amount of damage, there'll be different phases, essentially, like to the fight. And you'll see these, and these can do damage in the red zones, obviously, but just for anyone who's not done it, avoid them. And then he'll do the same, and these can stun you a bit as well. And he'll disappear again. I don't know if that's because I've already done a certain amount of damage to him, but he'll do this for a while. You just need to keep dodging things. But then once he does decide to come back, you can start attacking again. And he's got some AoEs. Now, there's these other things that spawn up, which you destroy, and then like there'll be more damage done. Oh wait, I got caught in that. So you can see these have spawned up now, and you can actually do damage to these. So we're going to focus on attacking these now. But the other attacks will still keep coming down, and the tentacles. So yeah, this is why I advise make sure you've still got a decent amount of DP if your AP is not quite where you want it. Oh, did I not actually pick up potions? I'm an idiot. So you just take these down, and once you've done that, he should come back. Theoretically, he should come back. And this seems like it goes on forever sometimes, especially when you've already fought them. Then he's finally back, so I'm aiming to try and kill him now as quickly as I can at this point. But once you've done all that bit, that's kind of it then. You just focus on doing damage, and you should be able to kill him fairly quick. And they'll disappear again a bit. There we go, and that's it. So that's the 260 version, that's the hardest difficulty for his quest line. I'm currently 263, so I'm just after and these few buffs, and that's it. Now there is a chance he'll drop some rare loot. I don't think I've ever obtained it, and we hand that in. And then I need to just go back to the Brazier up here. And I don't think he dropped anything then. Unless it's... Do we actually obtain it up here? I can't actually remember. I think we might obtain the loot up here. Came with the event, it's not obvious, it's like one line in the patch notes. That's a bit sneaky. That's a bit sneaky. Well, when I'm next on, dude, if you're on at the same time, I will definitely ask you where it is. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. I didn't realise that. So you get the claw, and then this is your bundle, and it's the... Yeah, there's a few different things you can get. I think they're based off random chance. There we go. So now we need to take this item. I'm also going to open my reward and see what we get. So we got the clear Blackstar crystal, and we got some ancient spirit dust and stuff. So I mean, even this, I don't currently use it, but these apparently are useful, so still good to get. And this is what we need for the quest line. So now we've obtained that, we're going to head back to his horse. So after we go back to this NPC, we are going to have to make the journey over to Medea to the legendary blacksmith. But that's it, that's then the end of the quest. So we're not too far off the end now. I should really have put a timer for this, but yeah, like, it's not absolutely essential for it to be speedrun, so we're just from start to finish going through this. So I think we go to the NPC near Calphion first, and then we go to the blacksmith. So it's just for travel that takes the long part now. Remember, make sure you have a Spectre's energy, otherwise you're going to get to this point and not be able to proceed. So make sure you have your Spectre's energy on you. And also you do get some XP for doing this quest line as well. I haven't actually been noticing how much XP I have or have not got.
It's on.
I always forget when you go through Calphion with the Doom Horse, you end up killing the protesters. It's not intentional, I just completely always forget that they're actually classed as mobs for some reason. So, I don't know why. Is there a way to tell if you've made a Blackstar on a character? Do you know, that is a really good question, and that is definitely a feature I should have. I don't think there is. I think... Well, shall we test it? Like, shall I load up a character I've made a Blackstar on and see what it says basically? We definitely need to check that, don't we? So we'll do that after this. Hello. Yeah, we definitely need to test that. You'd like to think they'd put that feature in the game, but we will check. So yeah, you have to do a lot of this travelling around. That's the most tedious part of the quest line, if I'm being honest. Like, it would be, if you didn't have to do this much travelling, it would probably be a 5-minute quest. If you're doing it on the harder difficulty and you've got a geared character, you defeat the boss as long as you've got the gear on you, and then you travel to the blacksmith. You're talking 10 minutes. It is just because of all the travel and new stuff between, which is fair enough. Like, it's good gear. It's good that they'll just hand you on a plate. But it's not bad. It's really not a bad questline. So in terms of taps and stuff, I obviously will need to upgrade this Blackstar gear, and then I've got some boss gear and stuff I need to upgrade as well at some point. But we might hop over to do some more grinding after all this. We'll see. We'll see. Loads of people are getting Black Distortion earrings from this this boss event. Okay, so this is like the longest stretch you have to do for the quest. You've got to go all the way over to like Medea area now. So obviously, if you are if you've done the Magnus quest line, then it doesn't really matter. Like, it really, because of fast travel in the game now, it really doesn't matter. Which is what I could have done. But what I will do, which I've just noticed, I will just quickly... if I just quickly recover my horse. On a Doom horse, it's not too bad. Like, if you're on a Doom horse, it's not always worth doing a fast travel. Or if you're high up and you're on a Pegasus, I guess, as well. Like, there's certain things it doesn't matter as much. I tend to use it though if I'm bouncing from like Medea to Grana. I'll use the fast travel system. But my Lan's done this quest line, so we'll swap over to Lan after and just see if she can approach the remnants of the Rift Lady. If they've changed it, that's going to be pretty awesome, because I can just blast through it on my main then. But I'm pretty sure they've kept that as a rule. So it's a little annoying, because if you're someone who came here initially to do the helms, you have to come back. So it can be a little frustrating if you do the 160 AP version. You've got a lot more travelling to do. Right, I think my horse is safe here. And yet again, you are given another place to travel to. So, oh, thank you. Awesome. Thank you. You're wonderful. Oh, needed this. Needed this. That's perfect. Really needed a hot drink. And here we go, off again on our travels. So you do have to bounce around a little bit. You have to move around a little bit more than I remembered doing. But it's not much, like, all we're doing now is going to the blacksmith. So, ideally I could have just left my horse down there and done it probably a little quicker this bit, but yeah, if you park your horse up here, nothing should attack it. Right, so all we do now is go find the legendary blacksmith, who is in the bottom of this place. Kinda wish Megu didn't get stuck on everything when you're moving. I kinda wish she was like teleporting through things, but I'm so glad that they fixed the roll. Like, I really hated it when Megu did a roll instead. It's so much better now. She does just more mobility stuff. Oh, I might as well. Well, whilst we're here, we might as well. Oh, look at that. It drops a forbidden book. Nice. Yeah, mobility's far better on Megu now. And here we go, this is it. We're about to make our Blackstar gear. So, yeah, I've got to hand over the claw we got. Then you go up here. There we go. Strangely enough, I don't remember needing to use the Spectre's energy. And that's it. We have a I'm so confused. I'm so confused. We didn't need Spectre's energy? What's the energy of a rather unstable spectre that haunts Thornwood Forest? Spirits that were burned. Wait, what? This item emits energy that can only be handled by the best blacksmith on the continent and is used to craft an incredible awakening sub. Oh! An incredible awakening sub or piece of armor. Crafting an awakening sub weapon will be possible on the day of the greatest blacksmith learns the crafting method. So we don't need a Spectre's energy to make a main hand. Oh, this is so confusing. So we didn't need Spectre's energy. Wow, look at the price. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, revelation, as we've just learned in this guide. If you want to make a quick buck, do this quest line and you can sell it so how much is it currently selling for? Like, how much could we actually sell this for? This is crazy. So at base, this is selling all the way up here. So I could make some money pretty easy at this moment in time. Because it still works out at the same. So for try, it's still the same. You get the same amount if you get it to try. But if you sell it at base, because I'm pretty sure other weapons like aren't selling for this. Oh, they are. Wow, okay. What do I know? We've learnt many things. I mean, everything is inflated in it, so the remnants of the rift cost more anyway. So it makes sense this at base costs more. So base, you get a little bit more for. If you've found your ingredients, you can make a quick buck. If you've bought your ingredients, I still don't advise doing this. It's definitely still get it all the way up. That's crazy. You don't need Spectre's energy to make a main hand weapon. Okay, so that's interesting. That's something we've learned new today. You can create these without Spectre's energy if it is main hand. So I definitely need to throw that in the beginning.